Hey, from what I hear, there's a hell of a D-man coming from Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta.
No way. Does he have great hair?
Yeah, he must. I'm sure he does. Yes. Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta. I saw this kid play. The last time I was up in the fort, I dropped the puck, the opening game for the Bantam, or whatever the hell they call it now, provincials. It was in the fort, and Fort Saskatchewan Rangers were playing somebody else. I sat there and watched in the stands, and I'm like 5 minutes in, and I'm, a bunch of high school guys. About 5 minutes into the game, I'm like, hey, who's that big kid on defense? They're like, oh, his last name's Verhoeff. I'm like, oh, okay. I watch him a little bit more. I'm like, what's his deal? They're like, well, it's actually his first year he played out. I'm like, I go, what? They're like, well, yeah, he was a goalie up until this year. So I watch him a little bit more. I'm like, where are his parents? They're like, yeah, they're right over there. So I went over to his parents and I said, hey, look, I understand. I have nothing to do with any of this. And I don't know your kid at all. And I realize he is very, very young. But I'm like, if he enjoys the game of hockey and likes working hard and enjoys what he's doing here, if I were you, I would give him every opportunity. And they kind of looked at me, and I'm like, look, I go, I don't say this lightly, and I don't really want to say it at all because he's a young kid, but I'm like, I think your kid's a player. And they looked at me like I had 6 heads. I'm like, seriously? They're like, okay. Anyways, fast forward a couple of years. Now I get a text message every once in a while from them because they're like, I mean, I'm not taking any credit for anything, but they're like, you were the first guy to realize that our kid was good. He's good. So I like that McKenna kid, but this kid's 6'4" and he can skate and he's got hands. He can play.
And he's at Nodak, where
defensemen are made, Red. He'll be shooting the puck off the glass in no time.
Yeah. And here's another tie-in, Mike. So the Flames first rounder last year is Cole Reshny, a centerman. He's at Nodak. They both played at Victoria last year. They're best friends.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways that you could get excited about Verhoeff if for some reason McKenna's either not there or you're picking one and you can choose.
I think, yeah. And the McKenna kid, from what I've been hearing, he's very, very skilled, but he's not very big, that's
tiny.
fine. He's tiny. And look, yes, you can. And we all love junior hockey. I'm not sitting here shitting on junior hockey, but at the end of the day, in college, you got to play against some 23, 24-year-olds. And I think at 5-on-5, he's kind of got, from what I've heard, he's kind of gotten shoved around a little bit, but on the power play and everything, he gets a little space, and obviously he can play. But so it should be interesting.
Well, you should call your buddy Byron Ritchie and tell him to get his head out of his hoop, because that's who's helping this McKenna kid. Phone this guy and say, they got to get this guy working out. You did, Byron. Come on.
Get him in the gym. I'm sure they have a great facility there at Penn State. Get that kid in the gym. But it should be interesting. I'm sure McKenna will probably go first, and I know
that's closing. That's the word from the nerds.
Yeah, I mean this Verhoeff kid is big. I went down there before their first game because we went on a golf trip, and the head coach kind of knew a little bit about the story. So I've never met the kid before, so I'm like, yeah, let me meet him real quick. And so I went down there and met him. I mean, he's my size. If I was in shape and 200, let me rephrase that. He's my height. I'm probably 220, 225 pounds would be my guess.
He's 17, guys.
Yeah.
Playing college at that size. He is going to be a decade and a half of top pair defenseman.
Guys, I went to North Dakota at 17 years old, and I can guarantee you I didn't look anything like this kid. That's for sure.
Whose fake ID did you use at the bar? That's no fun.
So are you his professional advisor? Are you the agent for this young man?
You know what? I kind of wish I would. If I could go back now, maybe I would have pressed that angle a little harder.
Yeah, you should have a card made, handed it out.
This kid's going to go first overall, and I'm going to be sitting here getting nothing.
It's not too late.
He does seem like a good kid. He does seem like a good kid. And I went down there just to introduce myself quickly. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I hope you threw those goalie pads in the garbage. He's like, yeah, they're gone. He laughed or whatever. I said, good luck, and then I took off.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.